Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Alex. Today I'm doing the assumptions about me. I had mentioned to you guys that I wanted to do this. I thought it would be fun and just lighthearted, and hopefully I skimmed through all of the assumptions and there's nothing mean or negative, so I'm kind of happy about that. And I did meet my 10 threshold. I told you guys that I was hoping to at least get more than 10, which I did. So I have them here. I'm going to go through them. Let's see which ones, make the cut. And we'll just get right onto it because I'm a little bit nervous. But this might be a long video. I don't know how much in depth I'm going to get into. So grab a snack, I'm sure, because I might get a little bit detailed. So anyway, let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first assumption I have here is because of your enthusiasm, I assume you were a cheerleader in high school. Nope, absolutely not. That is far from the truth. In reality, I did try out once, but it was because of a friend who wanted to try out. So I was like the tag-alonger to kind of help her do it. And yeah, I think I lasted 15 minutes into the tryout and I said, this is not for me. This is not my crowd. No, thank you. Have a nice day. And I literally walked right out. There's nothing wrong with the cheerleaders. I think I knew a few. Yeah, I had friends who were cheerleaders. They were great. I just personally never did gymnastics as a kid or did dance, so I sucked at it. And I knew it just wasn't my thing. And I was very quiet in high school, you guys. I was known as the sister to my sister. I'm the oldest, and I was never known as, oh, that you're so-and-so's. You have so-and-so as your sister. No, it was always the opposite. I was never the popular kid. I was known, but I never, I just stayed with my own group. I was friendly with everyone, but I was never as outgoing as I am now. I didn't want to be center of attention. I've said that before. I just never have been the type to be center of attention. Number 2, you're the bad guy most of the time, and Mr. Man is the good guy when it comes to your kids. Yes, that is so true. This is how the day goes. So with the kids, I set the rules. They behave with me. They're not out of control. And as soon as Mr. Man walks in the door from home, they forget the rules. They forget that they've had snacks, or that they haven't eaten dinner, or they didn't eat a meal and they're punished, or they did something and they're punished. And as soon as he walks in and I explain to him their day, and I explain to him this is how the rest of the night's gonna go, he always gets suckered into giving him a snack, to, oh, just let him have this, or just let him have that, constantly. All 3 of them, constantly. They know they can get away with it with dad. They love to go out shopping with dad because they always sucker him in to get themselves a toy or something that they wanted that I've told them no about. So yeah, he's the sucker. He doesn't want to admit it. Okay, so the third one is, for some reason, I assume you don't drink soda. I did a long time ago. I used to be an avid Pepsi drinker in my early to late teens. Oh my God! Alright guys, so I literally had to take an hour break. In the middle of me filming, the raccoon decided to wake up. I literally screamed out of this room, and luckily it got into its cage. It's completely gone out of this room. I can now relax. So if you have no clue what I'm talking about, go check out Tuesday's video and it'll explain it all there, what happened. So as of right now, the raccoon is gone. Out. Benicio. Thank you. So we're going to go back to the assumptions. So let me try to find out where I was. So the next assumption is, for some reason, I assume you don't drink soda. When I was in my late to early teens, I would say, I used to drink Pepsi. And then in my early 20s, I switched to Coca-Cola because I felt like it was less sugar. And now I'm to the point where I buy a 12-pack of the mini Cokes, and they last me a full 6 to 8 months. Normally they'll go if we have guests in the house, but I rarely drink soda anymore. I try to drink water as much as I possibly can, at least try to refill that bottle a few times a day to get my intake of water. I'll drink juice here and there, but we don't drink soda often unless I'm out eating. Then I'll take advantage, or that is my source of caffeine. I don't drink coffee, and if I do, I drink decaf just for the warmth of coffee, not so much for the pick-me-up, but caffeine from Coke will do the pick-me-up for me. So that's the only time you'll see me drink any type of soda is if I need a pick-me-up or I'm out eating basically, but I rarely have any soda nowadays. So the next one is, you've never done high intensity sports like skydiving or bungee jumping, but are dying to try something. I don't know if this is considered a high intensity sport, but I have climbed an active volcano. Yes, I have done that in, I went 2 summers. I think I've told you guys this. 2 summers I went for a full summer, 2 years in a row. I went to Costa Rica. I have family that lives there, and I stayed with my uncles, and one of those years we climbed an active volcano. Yes, as it was spewing lava and rocks, you were able to climb it up to a certain point, and the rocks sounded like horses galloping, and the rocks you were climbing were previous eruptions from the actual volcano itself. View was beautiful, super hot and humid up there, but it was worth it 100%. I busted my knee then. My knee has never been the same since, but it was 100% worth it. So I don't know if that's considered a high intensity sport, hiking. I don't know, but other than that, no, I've never wanted to skydive. I've never wanted to do bungee jumping. As I've gotten older, I've been afraid of heights. What are your assumptions about the world's most expensive nail polish? As a tourist black diamond, I think it's ridiculous. I think there's other ways to spend your money. You can get a really nice nail polish for $5. So I think it's absurd, honestly. You have a lot of girlfriends, but you never have time to hang out with them, and you wish you could have a wine night with them every week. That is completely the total opposite. I have very few girlfriends. I have a very niche group of girls that I am friends with. I have always been the girl who has more guy friends, or guys have liked to hang out with, even though I have never been a tomboy. I think it's my personality, because I just can't do the girl thing. Like I've never been that girl in high school where the catty. I've never been a gossiper. So I could always hang out with the guys, but the few girls that I have gotten close with, I've actually been the one. I'm the one that reaches out to them, and I'm the one that has the most kids. I'm the one that has the one of the busiest schedules because of my school, my kids' schooling and sports and Mr. Man's activities and my extracurricular activities and hobbies. But I am mainly the one that reaches out to my friends to see if they want to hang out. It's always me. So it's not that I don't have the time. I always make the time. It's they don't have the time whenever I ask. You create the most beautiful eye looks, and I assume that you are just as creative in other areas. Believe it or not, that's probably the only area I'm creative with. I am good at outfits. Like, I have always had friends who said I should have been stylist, because I know how to pair outfits nicely and accessories and things, and I can decorate my home in a nice way. But as far as crafty, my sisters have 100% inherited that. They are the crafty ones. They are the ones who make the fun things and the creative things. Every time there's a birthday party in the family, or any of my kids have birthday parties, or I'm doing something, I always contact both of my sisters, because they have the best ideas. They are hands-on with crafty stuff. I suck at that. I am the one that has the best makeup skills. Like, my craft is makeup. Like, they both ask me to do their makeup for events, because they rather me do it. But when it comes to other things, I call them, because I just suck. I assume you were a little bit of a rebel or a wild child growing up. No, wrong again. It was actually the middle child, which was my sister. I was always the one that had to be the motherly figure to her. And I mean by that is, if she wanted to go out somewhere, the rules were I had to tag along. And if I didn't want to go, she couldn't go. So there was a few times where she literally got on her knees and begged for me to go places so then she can attend the places. But I was never the rebel. I was never the wild child. I guess that comes with being the oldest, because you have the responsibility of taking care of your siblings, that I wasn't the rebel. But no, I was not that one. I assume you are a great friend to select few, and you don't take crap from anybody. That is 100% true. The taking crap from anybody, it's more so as I've gotten older, it has developed. As I've had children, it has developed. I've gotten to a point where enough is enough. I'm not mean, and I'm not the type to lash out if you're lashing out at me. I think about what I'm going to say, because if I'm going to say something to you, it's going to resonate and it's going to hit you hard, but I'm never going to regret what I'm going to say because I've thought about it well and how I'm going to say it to you. So to some people that gets on their nerves because I don't lash out right away and they think that I don't care. It's not that I don't care. I just carefully select my words to make sure that I am not going to regret what I'm going to say. So that's been something that has been developing over time. I assume you love amarillos, fried plantain, as much as I do. I love them all. I like the sweet ones. I like the salty ones. I like mine boiled. I like mine fried. I like mine as a salad bowl, like you know how you make them into a bowl. Yes, I like any type of plátanos, plátanos maduro, plátano frito, plátano cocido, plátano, you name it, I'll make it and I love it. Yes. Yes. I assume that you don't like to share your chocolate and hide it from your kids. Yes. Hold on a second. I'm currently hiding these chocolates from my kids right now. Mr. Man and I have a designated drawer in our kitchen that hides our candy from the kids because they hear like the slightest bag of anything. I swear, they won't hear me when I call them down to clean up their toys or pick up things, but if they hear a bag of chips, a bag of candy, you turn around and you swear that they like disappeared and came right behind you. Like, oh, what's that? What's that? Yes, I do hide stuff from my kids. And I'm not ashamed about it. I assume that you put others' needs before your own and can sometimes be taken advantage of this because of this. Absolutely, yes. Yes, yes, 100% yes. I do find that. This is why I started my channel when I did, because I wanted something for me and I wanted my time to be respected and given to me, because if not, I always had to fight for it. And it's not that people do it intentionally, it's just my personality. I always put others first. And I always feel like I need to always help somebody in one way or another. So I always forget about myself. And sometimes some people do take advantage of that. You are a nurturer and often get taken for granted. Yes, 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 and yes. I assume that you are very selfless and put your family's wants and needs ahead of your own. Yep. Very true. There has been time. Look, it's been close to a year that I've gotten a haircut, you guys. But both of my children went to a salon, a professional place to get their haircuts. My son gets his haircuts constantly. I just took the oldest one to get her hair trimmed. And it's almost a year and I have yet to cut my hair. That's just one example of many. Last one. One, you think you can lose your temper. I think you can lose your temper easily but bounce back quickly. No, I do not. I have, a lot of people tell me this, that I have the most patience they have ever seen in an individual. It's very hard for me to lose my temper. You really have to piss me off. For me to get mad at you or mad in general, you really have to get me mad because it takes a lot. And when I get mad, I mean, I get mad for days where I give myself a headache and I can't stop thinking about it, where I have to confront you and tell you. Like, it's not something I just swallow. Nope. I will tell you that I'm pissed because I rarely get upset or mad. Like, I get over things relatively quick. I don't let things get to me, but when it does, you're gonna know about it. And the other part of this is, and even though you won't take it out on someone, you do hold grudges, but just as a reminder of that person's real face. Nope, I am not one to hold grudges. I know people who hold grudges that are in the extended family, and let me tell you, it's not fun. I've never been one to hold grudges. I move on, I forgive and forget, but I will always have that little reminder to be careful. There are individuals that have done me wrong over and over and over and over and over, and I've just learned to keep my distance. I've learned to only share certain things. I've learned how to like I'm a chameleon around certain individuals because I know how to act and be around them for that reason, but I don't hold grudges. I don't. If I did, I would be a very bitter person. I would have a lot more wrinkles and I wouldn't have the compassion that I do have, because I am told that I'm an idiot sometimes for being so nice sometimes. But that's just my nature. That's who I am. I'm a lot like my grandmother. I came out a lot like my grandmother. I have a lot of her personality, which I think is a compliment because I love my grandmother to death. She's one of those individuals that's very close to me. So anyway, that's it for the assumptions about me. Thank you guys for participating in this. I know I keep asking you guys to participate in a lot of things, but thank you guys so much for participating in this. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm sorry for the abrupt change. I'm just in relief that this raccoon is gone. So anyway, I will catch you guys in a video most likely tomorrow. Thank you again for everything you guys do for me and support me in every way, even in my goofiest ways. I appreciate it so much. So I will catch you guys in another video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear. Bye guys.